NiceNerdFarms here. Welcome back. Today's video, we are going to be looking at some more of my Sims builds. Last time I showed you guys some of the suburban builds that I've done in Newcrest, and this time I'm going to show you guys some of the, like some apartments and townhouses and a park, and maybe even a bowling alley. So let's get into it. So we are going to start with the apartment, and this is it. This is the outside. So there are four apartment buildings, yeah. So four apartments, and then the basement is where the landlord lives. This is the outside. In the back here, I built this adorable little park that kind of connects to the lot. I actually just did this in like an hour, just right before I started making this video, just because I was like, I should build a park here. And then I did. It's got a ramen shop, vending machines, a little seating area, chess tables, bathroom. Yeah, thought that was really cute. Back to the apartments. We could start at the basement and go up. So, kind of made the landlord's apartment like kind of cheaper looking than the rest, I guess. Like, it's not super cheap looking, but it's also not as fancy as you would expect it to be for the rest of the building. I put four bedrooms. Four bedrooms down here. There's like 3 bedrooms for adults and then one for kids. Bathroom. I love to clutter. Other bathroom. Bedroom. Moving on up. You'd go in through the front doors, and there's this cute little lobby area where I put their mailboxes. There's like an elevator. I don't know if it works. There's also stairs in case they don't. There's this like community room where there's like music and they can just like work on stuff. Microwave lunch, whatever. Rec room. On the other side, they have this gym. And then if you turn on like the apartment, the unit outlines, they each have their own like changing room. And then I kind of went with aesthetic over necessity and put the windows here because it looked good on the outside, but these are changing rooms, so in real life you wouldn't want a window there, but I wanted the outside to look cute. So that's what happened there. Turn those off because they're annoying. We'll go on up. So we have our first 2 apartments. We'll go to this one first. It's got its like living room, kitchen combo, and then a bedroom and a bathroom. I believe that these 2 on this floor are 1 bedroom, 1 baths, and on the next floor are 2 bedroom, 2 baths. So this is this one. And I kind of made the ones on this floor. There's like a nice one and a dingy one. Bathroom. And I didn't bother really cluttering these as much because I figured Sims would be moving into them. This is the living room for the other. And then the kitchen combo. And then their bathroom. Their bedroom. I guess I could have put a closet here or like a desk for them to use. I think I was just really going for basic apartment layout setups just so when the Sims moved in they could kind of personalize it themselves. Moving up to the final floor, we'll go to this one. This is their living room. They have a fireplace. Like I said, I made the top floor a bit nicer. Got like this little walkway area into the girls' room. Like I kind of had ideas in mind for some of these. Like this was going to be like a father-daughter living up here. It doesn't have to be though. Like I get ideas, but you don't have to play with my ideas if you download these lots. Their kitchen, which they're, yeah, this was their living room. So if you go in this way, kitchen, they have a little seating area here. And then their bathroom is this one. So they got their shower. Yeah. And then if you go across the hall to this one, you walk into the hallway. Then there's their living room. Kitchen, which I love doing this one. This was so cute. Ah, oh, don't fall. Okay. Their bathroom. And this was 2 bedrooms. And then the roof. I just kind of threw stuff wherever. I didn't care too much. But you can kind of see what I was saying about the windows if we go back. Okay, and now we are at the townhomes. And with these, I had like a storyline in mind for each of the townhomes. But like I said, if you download this off the gallery, you do not have to play it the way that I was thinking when I built it. Like, for example, I built the blue townhouse, the smallest one, as the landlord's house. But you could also use the biggest house, the white one on the right. Or really any of them could be the landlord's house. Like, you don't have to follow along with what I'm saying. But I'm going to just describe what I had in mind for each of the townhouses as I go along. I feel like that'll be less confusing, and then you can just, if you do decide to download it, you can go and mix it up and do your own thing. So let's get into this. This is the front. And there's, you see, 4 separate entryways. These are 4 separate units on the slot. I saw online, somebody had posted about the 40 by 20 lots are impossible to build on, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bet, okay, let's go. And here we are. So 4 family homes, you could fit quite a few people on this lot. These are the back entryways, their backyards. I gave something like, he's got a grill, they've got a little grill, they got gardening and a grill. Landlord's got a grill. They've all got grills. Okay. So we'll go. This is the landlord's unit. Like that. He's got a little gym and storage in the basement. Bathroom, bedroom. I think this is a 2-bedroom unit. I could be wrong. On the main floor where you walk in, you've got the living room and the kitchen. And this cute little seating area. I don't know if that'll actually work, but it's adorable. Back exit, fireplace. There's the stairs to go down and the stairs to go up. Going up. We've got another bathroom and yep, the 2nd bedroom. Kind of thought like the landlord would be a guy and he lived here with his mom. This would be his mom's room. Was my thought process. And then the top floor, I gave them like a bar, study, rec room. Another fireplace. Just because they're the landlord, I thought I made it like extra fancy. Coffee bar. Just have friends over and have drinks, listen to music, chill by the fire. A fun time. Roof. This one, this is the 2nd unit. Sorry. The brick. We're going into the brick house now. Okay. So this is the basement. You've got like a kitchenette slash extra living room, bathroom, which I cluttered up a bit. I spent quite a bit of time on this lot. Yeah, I did. Light switches throughout. I did the ceilings, everything. This is ready, move in, ready for anybody. There's 2 bedrooms down here. So I thought this lot would have teenagers. Like, this is a big home. So they've got like 2 teenagers in the basement. And then they've got a kid's room upstairs. But this is the main floor. You walk in here. They've got their living room, kitchen, little chest table. I love doing like little inserts like this. Like, you can use the fish tanks and different things and put them in the walls and use a window. And it looks really cool. If you put a light too, it'll light up. So then there's their back door, which takes them to their backyard. Upstairs, this is the kids' room. I put stars all over the ceiling because who doesn't miss the starry sky nostalgia that we all had in our bedrooms? The glow in the dark stick-on stars we had. Yeah, for a baby, toddler, and a kid. Put a bunk bed in there. And they have their own bathroom. I did another fish tank. I went through a phase, obviously. I love it. It just looks so nice. And a little seating area that goes out to their balcony. I thought these little balconies would be cute. If there was like a parade going down the street, they could sit out and like watch the parade. Sims get on it. Why do we not have parades? You come upstairs and this is like the master bedroom and a study slash office. They also have their walk-in closet that they walk through to get to their bathroom. But first I want to admire the clutter because who doesn't love the clutter? Gorgeous. Okay, moving along. Here's the bathroom. And yeah, I believe that is the top floor there. Yep, that's the roof. So now we're moving on to the Yellow Beauty. And for this, I imagined like 2 retired women came together and this is their retirement townhouse and it is beautiful. This is their basement. They have this, like, you walk down seating area. That's a TV so they could watch TV. Each one of the houses has a water heater and a fuse box somewhere in the house. So there's their water heater. Their fuse box, I believe, is upstairs. I forgot to be showing that in the other 2 builds, but they're there. You probably noticed them and I just didn't say anything. Here's the downstairs, the basement bathroom. And they have like this storage space. Because, you know, they've accumulated some stuff over the years. Poker table. Moving on up. This is where you walk in, the front entrance. I had a lot of fun with this because I was just like, little old ladies, I love it. They're gonna love this. Their living room. Kitchen. I love this kitchen. It's so cute. Their backyard. And if you go up these adorable stairs, you get to this little seating area here where they can look out the window and read. And then this door takes you to their craft room. And then next door takes you to their bedroom. One of their bedrooms. There's 2 bedrooms in this one. There's the fuse box. And then we go upstairs where we have the master bedroom. And she also has her own like craft area. And then this is her master bathroom, which I went a little crazy on, not gonna lie. Oh, the clutter. It just makes the spaces look more lived in. And then they have roof access because they kind of have a bird obsession. So they got the raven over here, right? Oh, the crow. Sorry, crow. And then this is like an aviary. Feathered Friends turret. Okay, and now we're moving on to the last townhouse. They have a crazy kid basement. I just went insane. I've always wanted to do this in a build, and I did it. I was like, I want to make a giant playroom, and we can start over here with the utility room because it's the most boring space down here. It's just cluttered with storage stuff and their utilities. Little art corner. Just like all the fun stuff. I don't think that basketball hoop will be playable, but it's there for aesthetics. Little nursery. Moving on up. This is the entrance, front yard. Put the dumpster over here just for the whole community to use. This is their kitchen. Gave them a little seating area here. And they might have a dog or a cat. Probably a dog because there's a lot of... I put like a dog walking spot next door here. Fire hydrant. This is their living room. I put this seating area here. This little like mudroom area that leads out to their back. Little grandfather clock moment. Coming upstairs, you've got just this bedroom and a bathroom. This is for their teenager. This is their bathroom. Oh, there's another bedroom on this side. I totally missed that. This is the kids' room. And it also connects to that bathroom. Up, this is the final floor. Come up to this seating area, and then you can go to this side for this bedroom, which is the master bedroom. Has a closet. That's also a TV. And then on the other side, there's bathroom. And like a little hobby room, music, art. And they have a little balcony that looks out to the back with a telescope. And then out here I just did like a little side street to connect the two roads. If you built this on 18 Celebration Way in San Sequoia, this is the lot that I built it on, and it'll connect those two roads. And yeah, that is the townhouses. And as promised, here is the bowling alley. So I went around the outside and just added like some weeds and rocks and stuff. I didn't do too much on the outside, but you can see here in the front, I also didn't do too much. Yeah. So you go in, and there's a bowling alley. And a little bar, a little arcade area. And then you could go up these stairs back here. And there are the bathrooms. And I also put a restaurant, so you could get some food and watch some bowling. Yeah. And I have played this lot numerous times. It actually works really, really well. I have the venue set as a restaurant, and it works. And you can have a bowling club meet here. People will also just show up and go bowling. Like, it just works. It's perfect. I built this way before business and hobbies and for rent and all that came out. Like, I built this back when I think bowling came out. And I had the restaurants. Yeah, I just did it. And here it is. I have TV screens up there. I've just seen I'm in a lot of Sims groups, and I see people saying like, oh, like, I've never gotten a bowling alley to work, and I did. So then I put it on the gallery and was like, here you go. Enjoy. They got the bowling balls, the shoes. There's stairs that go up. Yeah, I feel like I did a pretty good job. I don't know. It's like the perfect date spot. I come here for dates with my Sims. Whenever they have a date, I'm like, this is the spot. It's messy. Why is it messy? Someone left a mess. Someone's getting fired. Okay, well. Bowling alley. And that's it for today. So, if you like what you saw, want to see more, or have a request of your own that you'd like to see built, let me know in the comments down below. And, as always, thank you so much for watching.